Hello, everyone. Thanks very much for joining us at this lunchtime. And together with me is Anderson, who is a year 2 student at NBS. And today I'm going to introduce the new Bachelor of Applied Computing in Finance, BACF. And I'm Deng Xin, or you can call me Cindy. I'm an associate professor at Banking and Finance Division, NBS. So before we start, I want to invite you guys to join me with this poll. And by scanning this QR code, and the question is, how often in a year are you willing to visit and queue at a bank branch? I see still there are people streaming in, and we just use this poll and waiting for other guys. Thank you for your participation. And we can see that majority of you guys answered, I don't want to visit and queue at a bank branch at all. And some of you guys indicate perhaps once per year. And then of course, like some of you guys like say as many as required. And the reason why I use this poll and to start today's sharing is actually there is a study by Time magazine, and it's indicated that like 71% of millennials, they would even choose to a root canal treatment rather than visit a physical bank branch and listen to the banker. And they may feel surprised why like they have such preference. And it's a clear sign that the times are changing and financial institutions actually are adapting to meet all these evolving demands by expanding their capacities in data science, blockchain technologies, robotic process automations, and artificial intelligence. So meanwhile, we also see that many tech giants, they with a large user base and significant data and technical advantages, they're also expanding their services into financial services areas. But the burning question is how to get the workforce ready for this tech-enabled financial sector. Actually, on 15 September 2022, we saw the launch of the Financial Services Industry Transformation Map 2025. And one type of specialist talents to nurture is tech in finance. And in Mr. Lawrence Wang's Deputy Prime Minister's speech, he summarized that the fintech sector is doing very well, and the industry is harnessing the technology to innovate, speed up, and reduce costs, better manage risks, and create new opportunities for growth. So all this development actually heightened the need for talents who are equipped with the right set of knowledge and skills in finance, data analytics, blockchain, AI, and software engineering to fuel the growth of the financial industry. And Mr. Ravi Menon, the managing director at MAS, he also stated that the technology has become the central to how financial services are produced, distributed, and consumed. Many of these digital finance services would not have been possible without the strong technology workforce in the financial sector. The financial sector's strong demand for technology talent will persist. MAS estimates that 2,500 to 3,500 tech jobs will be created in the financial sector each year over the medium term. So given all these transformative trends, we've launched this unique integrated interdisciplinary degree, and that combines finance with cutting-edge technological and data analytical skill sets, and with experiential study as its biggest feature. Our aim is to meet the insatiable demand of financial institutions and fintech firms for talents who have a blend of programming, data, and statistical skills, analytical know-how, and in-depth finance domain knowledge. And by doing this, we hope to get our workforce ready for this tech-enabled financial sector and support the development of Singapore as an international fintech hub. So you may ask, what is the job role like after finishing BACF degree? So after completing the BACF degree, our students will be well prepared for an array of career options in financial institutions, fintech firms, consultancies, and data vendors. So here, I just name a few. The graduates can consider stepping into roles such as digital transformation analyst and executive in financial institutions, business analyst and the product manager in fintech companies, or data analyst and a business intelligence manager in financial institution, consultancy, and data vendors. So all these positions align with the categories listed under the Skill Future framework for the financial services and the infocom industry. Now, of course, there will be definitely more than these career pathways. Definitely will be other career pathways available to our students. For the application or for the admission requirements, the students can apply to BACF through the A-level, IB, or polytechnic routes. Selection will be merit-based. And we do have some minimum subject requirements on mathematics. A-level have to pass H2 level, pass in mathematics. IB, pass in HL mathematics. In US, high school diploma is a major CAP of 2.0 in mathematics. International and other qualifications pass in senior high school level mathematics. Diploma holders above C6 in O-level, additional mathematics, and good grades in at least 2 mathematics modules in polytechnic. So now let's talk about the key features of our BACF program. It's a 4-year honor degree jointly offered by 2 world-class schools at NTU, the Nanyang Business School and the School of Computer Science and Engineering. So the collaborations guarantees that our students will benefit from the strengths of both and experience a genuine cross-disciplinary education. So talking about the cross-disciplinary, BACF emphasizes the application of technology in finance. It equips students with essential skills in finance and computing. So there will be integrated co-developed courses, like a bunch of integrated courses developed by NBS and SCSE faculty. Lastly, is about experiential learning. So we believe in learning by doing. So that's why we offer these industry applied research projects during the 4th year. And this industry applied capstone research project will be co-developed and co-supervised by NBS, ICSE, and industry partners. And on top of that, we also provide 20 weeks of compulsory internships. Of course, with the flexibility if you want to extend by another 10 weeks. So that will make it in total 30 weeks of internships. So these internships will be carefully structured and supervised to ensure the best learning experience. now the curriculum, let's talk about the curriculum. So the curriculum, we consider it has four components. The first one is foundation. And under the foundation part, we have this ICC course. This is interdisciplinary collaborative core and is university standard courses. And under the foundation part, we also have mathematics and statistics to allow all the students have the mathematical background and be able to take more advanced courses. And the second part is a major core. The major core, we have two parts. One is business finance, the other is computer science. So essentially, the students in this program, they have to take the most relevant major core from these two majors. And we also have a very special part that is integrated components. And this part, we have the FinTech part, we have the FinTech cluster. We also have all these electives, allows the students to take more advanced courses in finance and in computer science. And then the last part is about experiential study. As just now I introduced, we have this capstone applied research projects. We also have the professional internship, and we have like the flexibilities to extend the internship into 30 weeks. And that is in the last component is broadening and deepening elective. This part is the students have the full flexibilities to choose either to take more courses or take 5 AUs to take longer internships. And this is the study plan through the year 1 to year 4. As you can see that in year 1 is more about the foundation, the ICC course, and then foundation math. And we also allow the students to take the business finance, computer science, the core modules. And the second years, we start to let students to take the integrated FinTech courses. And starting from the third years, and as you can see that the yellow highlighted part, that is about experiential study. And so that is about internship and capstone research project. And the year 4, the students can have the flexibilities to conduct the BDE and PE. That is all electives. So now let me briefly touching on all these different courses. And the first part, let's start with the core modules. See, as you can see that these core modules consists of 4 clusters of different type of modules. The first one is foundation mathematics. So we have mathematics 1, mathematics 2, and these two mathematics courses is mathematics courses offered by SCSE, but we will redesign all the courses and to make sure that we take only the most relevant part. And then by saying that is means that all these mathematics, these 2 courses will cover all the key concepts. And but then it will not like as you expect, like in SCSE, the mathematics courses could be like a bunch of courses, and is not only 2 courses. It could, if I remember correctly, is at least 4 courses. And the other one, statistics and analysis. This is a mathematical foundation courses offered by NBS and is more related with statistics. And that is also very important when we do like the financial analysis, for example. And then the second clusters is the computer science. This is the core modules from the computer science major, and including the introduction to computational thinking and programming, data structure and algorithms, algorithm design and analysis, object-oriented design and programming, software engineering, computer networks, introduction to database, cloud computing. So as you can see that like these computer science, the core modules are all like software related courses. So we only keep the most relevant modules in this program, because there are also core modules in computer science majors is hardware related. But these courses may not be useful in the financial industry, in the future career development in financial industry. So we only keep the software related and then the algorithm related this type of modules. And the third part would be the business finance. We have financial accountings, principle of economics, ethics in the investment profession, financial management, investment, global financial markets, and institutions. So again, for finance part, if you have broad like our banking and financial specializations, all the courses, you may find that there are also some management related courses. And for this type of course, we won't include in this program. And we only keep the most relevant, the finance related courses here. But all these related, most relevant courses in computer science and business finance are already incorporated. In other words, like by finishing all these modules, you have a sound foundation like computer science and finance, and allowing the students to be able to carry on all the tasks in the financial industry and the tech role. And the last clusters would be the FinTech integrated courses. And we have the first course, FinTech Introduction, to give the students overview, like how the technologies is revamping the whole financial industry. And in addition to the introduction, we have the three courses. The first one is on analytics, the financial and risk analytics. And the second technology will be the blockchain technology. We have the integrated courses, blockchain in finance. The last one is machine learning in finance. So these three courses cover the three different technologies and the most useful technologies in financial industry. And then, of course, the ethics and regulation is very important. So we will have this designed ethics and regulation in digital finance course. And other than that, the product management. And this is after we talk to many industry partners, and they suggest us to incorporate this product management, because not only in the fintech firm or technology firm, and even in the financial institutions, and lots of now the financial institutions adopt the way like more close to the tech firm, and they want to run the product like in the tech firm way. So the product management is very important become in the fintech domain. So we will design this product management course and to make it like compulsory for all the students. And the last one is a capstone applied research project, financial application design and development. All the students in the last year, the fourth year, the students will be able to have the hands-on experience and mentored by the industry partner, and to design and to develop the financial application from the beginning. So this is a core module, and is 72 academic unit and accounting for 53% of the total credit. So another type of the core module is this ICC course, interdisciplinary collaborative core. This is a university standard courses. All the students in NTU, they have to take the first seven university core modules: inquiry and communication in an interdisciplinary world, navigating the digital world, ethics and civics in a multicultural world, healthy living, mental well-being in an aging society, sustainability, society, economy, and environment, science, technology for humanity. and the last one, career and entrepreneurial development for the future world. So these 7 SEC courses were developed by NTU faculty of diverse disciplinary backgrounds. And this is to address the real world subject matter from the various perspectives. And in addition to that, we also have the college foundational core. And we have one from the computer science, introduction to data science and AI. And we also have the communication management strategy that is from NBS, and the career future forward. This is also from the NBS. As we know that in financial industry, the communication skills is very important. And also this career future forward, this SEC course, our career office invite all the practitioners and to our campus and to give the students talk and to introduce like the different segments, say the investment bankings, commercial bankings, and what's the job role. And so to better prepare our graduates in the career development. And as you can see, the professional internship, and this is reflect the 20 weeks compulsory internship for all the students. And after this 2 group of compulsory core modules, like next is about electives. So for electives, our students can choose from 3 specializations: the financial analytics and the wealth tech, crypto asset and blockchain, all the digital banking and the security. So they can select 5 modules within across these specializations and to tailor their education to their interests and career goals. So as you can see that like in each cluster or each specialization, we have 2 baskets of courses, the blue ones and the green ones. And so the blue basket are more technical and is computer science technical courses. And the green basket are more business oriented. So these are more advanced courses in addition to the core modules. Like by clustering all these different electives into these 3 specializations, like the students after finishing the 5 modules in each clusters, and they will be graduated with a degree in the transcript indicated this specialization. Then of course, if you want to have like even more balanced and a broad study experience, you can choose 5 electives across the specialization. But like the degrees, the transcript will not indicate any specialization. But the students, in the end, they will need to take at least 2 courses each from the blue basket and 2 from the green basket. So that is to ensure the students have a balanced experience to both finance and computer science. As you can see that like the courses with a star, they denote the core courses within each specialization. So that is to say, if you want to get a specialization, and you have to first like fulfill the requirement, taking all these core courses within the specialization. So taking the financial analytics and wealth tech, for example, you have to finish the data visualization, financial and risk analytics, the advanced course, and wealth management. And because these courses are considered the most relevant for the wealth tech and financial analytics, this type of job role. And after you finishing these 3 courses, you still left 2 electives. And so you can choose either like 2 blue or 1 blue and 1 green. So in the end, at least 2 from the blue, 2 from the green. So that is the way we design this specialization, and to make sure that in this part, like elective courses is also balanced course. Because just now for the core modules, And the way we design it is like in a very balanced way. So for the crypto asset and blockchain, these specializations, the students must take blockchain technology, distributed system, and alternative investment before they claim the specialization in the transcript. And for the digital banking and the security, is a cyber threat intelligence and the financial compliance. These two courses, and on top of these two courses, the students need to choose three in these clusters. But it's purely optional. The students can choose either have this specialization indicated in their transcript, or they just choose all the specialization across the three different areas. And the fourth component of the curriculum is also elective, is broadening and deepening elective, we call it BDE. And these courses are chosen by the students purely to broaden and deepen their learning experience. And this part stands for 13 AUs. And the students can take 5 AUs out of these 13 AUs to extend their professional internship by 10 weeks. And then in the end, the internship is a long internship, is a 30-week internship. And they can also have a deep dive in all these relevant electives. They can also choose like other courses, even the mock modules. So this BDE just offers the students flexibility, so they can further design their curriculum to tailor their own interests and career goals. So now, how does ACF compare to the similar programs at other institutions? So, like in a simple word, and like other degrees, say at NUS, SMUs, this BACF is a truly integrated program offered by the two world-leading schools. So NBS is ranked top 20 for business and management studies in the QS World University Rankings. And ICSE is ranked top 10 for computer science in the latest US News and World Report Best Global University listing. And this program will tap on the world-class expertise of both schools. And for other programs offered by our fellow universities, they are mainly offered by individual school. And the curriculum is like you may find that is really a very balanced and with comprehensive coverage of both finance and computing skills. And the main purpose, actually, why we design the curriculum in this way is we want to cultivate the future leaders in the financial sector. Then, of course, we want to make sure the program is application-oriented. So, like in detail, the BCF emphasizes computing skills, and there is one program in NUS is more focused on analytic skills, and SMUs is like more about the finance and covers some discussions on technology. So this is how we position this BACF program compared with other available FinTech-related courses offered by NUS and SMU. So we understand that the field of the FinTech is evolving very fast, and that actually set a very high standard for industry relevance. And to address this, we've actively engaged with MAS, MDA, Singapore FinTech Association, and various financial institutions and FinTech firms, so including the GSE, JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley, Goldman Sachs, Standard Chartered, Citibank, and etc. And we talk to them and to collect their feedback and incorporate their suggestions in the curriculum to make sure it's industry relevant. And after talking to all these industry employers, and they consider the core modules highly and quite relevant. And there are also large demand for the program graduates. And some of the institutions indicated more than 50 headcounts per year, actually. And they all indicated they would be willing to hire the graduates from the BACF program. So their feedback actually, like as you can see, is overwhelmingly positive, and that makes sure we have the confidence and to introduce this curriculum to you guys. And we do hope, look forward to your applications and to hearing from you. By seeing that, actually is approach to the end of my sharing. But before I end the sharing, I want to shout out for our NTU open house, and that will take place on the 2nd March 2024. Do visit us, and we have a very beautiful new buildings, and our colleagues will also reach out. I know that some of you guys is a first year students already, and our colleagues will reach out to you after the talk and with a form for you to consider, indicate your interest for the change of program. Yeah, okay. So now let me invite Anderson, and if you have any questions, feel free and to type in the chat box, or you just turn on your microphone and ask your question.
Okay, thank you, Prof. Cindy. So yeah, good afternoon, everyone. So I'm Anderson. So I'm currently a year 2 student. I'm currently pursuing a double degree in accountancy and business, and with also a minor in international trading as well. So for my major for the business degree is banking and finance, and also a little bit more about myself is that previously I was from Temasek Polytechnic as well. So I was also pursuing a diploma during my poly days in business information technology, and also on top of it like cultural studies as well. Yeah. So this is a little bit of what I did and what I'm currently pursuing as well.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Hi, this is Nicholas. I'm from the Undergraduate Programs Office. Hi, Prof. Cindy. Hi, Anderson. Thanks for joining us this morning. Okay, I will moderate the session. Prof. Cindy, there's a question from one of the audience. What is the planned intake this year?
Oh, this year the planned intake is 30. It's 30.
Okay. And what will be the selection criteria? Only grades, or do you look for things beyond the grades?
Yeah, of course, of course.
What are some of the things that look for?
Yeah, we follow the usual way, all the other programs here in BS, and it's merit based, and we not only consider scores, we will also consider your other achievement. Yeah.
Thanks, Prof. Cindy. Perhaps I come to Anderson. Okay, so
Yes.
Anderson, can you share some of your admissions tips when you were applying for university?
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Okay. So so I was on Polytechnic, as I mentioned earlier. So I went through this early admission program where the universities will send you like application form prior to the normal admission period. So basically they try to like sieve and recruit how say like take you in before you before the normal period or the normal admission period. So I was being offered by NUS, NTU and SMU as well for all 3 local universities. So I think if I'm not wrong, NUS and SMU actually offered me accountancy, whereas for NTU they only offered me accountancy and business. So yeah, so why I mainly decided to pick NTU was because like on top of it, they also offered me a scholarship offer as well. So it was the Nanyang scholarship. So I think that really sealed the deal for me. Was because like of all the benefits that it could give me, and I would say like the ease of transiting into the student life and not worrying too much about the daily spendings and everything. Yeah. So I think that's what's the main thing that actually attracted me to NTU. Yeah.
Thanks, Anderson. I think one thing I would like to share with the audience as well is that our single degree is 3 years, but the program which Prof. Cindy just mentioned, there is a 4-year program. But regardless, our students do go out for internships at the end of year 1, actually. So perhaps this question will come to both of you as well. Anderson, how many internships have you done? How do you prepare for your internship? And as for Prof. Cindy, perhaps I can ask, like, for a student who's coming to join us in August 2024 in your new program, what will be some of these opportunities that they can pick up in the classroom, outside the classroom, that they can kind of quickly warm up and get it rolling once they go for their internship? Yeah. Anderson, you'd like to go
Okay.
first?
Okay. Yeah. So currently up to date, I've actually done or completed 2 internship. So first internship will definitely be an audit internship. Because I want to explore a little bit more on the accountancy side. And the second internship will be more of an investment operations intern. So it's under OCBC Bank. So this I would say these 2 internships are actually quite different from each other. Because mainly why is because I want to know more about um both sides of my degrees. I want to know more of the banking and finance sector and also the accountancy sector. I want to see which I'm leaning more towards. So that's why I've applied for 2 internship and actually completed it as well. Um, I would say that actually NTU provided me a lot of opportunities because there's a lot of websites and a lot of portals that they actually provided me and shown many available internships that I can apply and also get in direct contact with recruiters as well, which is much easier because we are going through the credibility of the website of NTU. Yeah, so there's some portals like the career feed where you're able to find jobs or internships even. On top of that, also there's also an in place portal where you can directly clear your professional attachment through this portal as well. Yeah.
So your internships were self-sourced, or you worked with career services for that internships?
Mainly okay. So because I want to like broaden my scope, so I actually went through both ways. So I went for self-source because I want to try other internships that are not available in the portal. So I went for the self-source. But on top of that, I also went to career services as well. So I trying to see my options and I weigh which I'm leaning more towards. So but at the end of the day, I still went more towards the career services.
Prof. Cindy?
Yeah. For BACF, actually, the internship is very important because as we know that the whole FinTech is application-oriented discipline. So we actually has been talked to many industry partners, and one group of internship we can think of is from the financial institutions, the traditional sector, and the other part will be the FinTech firms. So we will make sure that like we have diverse opportunities sourced for our students and from the FIs and from the fintech firms, and to allow the students to choose either they want to pursue the career in the traditional sector and more tech roles, or they want to like work in the startup and to explore all these great potentials. Yes. So on top of that, the curriculum actually is designed in a way offer lots of flexibilities. Say, if you want to take 1 semesters off, say in the year 4, and to do the internship now, as we know that all the institutions, they prefer the students be able to carry on longer internship, and the students will be able to do so. So that means the students can finish all the AUs, required AUs within 1 semester, and then leave the other ones to work in the like in the either the FIs or fintech firms.
Thanks, Prof. Cindy. I have a question. Students were asking about learning outside the classroom. So I think that is something that they want to use as a means to get more opportunities, get to know more people. So Anderson, perhaps you can share what are some of the clubs and societies that are involved in. And Prof. Cindy, perhaps, are there plans for a FinTech club, perhaps? Anderson?
Okay. Yeah. So I can agree that because most of MOE also have this mindset where they want to develop a holistic portfolio and a holistic approach for majority of the students, which I can agree to, and I think NTU has been the perfect platform because there's many clubs that we can join. So for me, during my year when I was year one, I joined I think about 3 different orientation groups. So there's firstly the union orientation camp. So secondly, there's the MBS freshman orientation program as well, and also thirdly is the hall orientation program. So these are like 3 different orientation group where you are able to make friends, and so how to say allow yourself to easily ease into like the student life and the student culture of NTU or even hall as well. And apart from that, I'm also currently the Hall 9 president. So yeah, if you want to challenge yourself or you want to, I would say, develop a more holistic portfolio as well, you can also join the JCRC, which is the Junior Common Room Committee, which is somewhat like the main committee of the hall. So where you're able to plan for events, con conduct many different events as well. Yeah, so it's like more of leading the residents and also taking part of it. So this is more on the leadership aspect and something is a little bit more outside of the academic route, I would say. But for me also on top of that, I also have joined the NTU investment banking club because I see a potential of um joining more of leaning more towards commodities and trading. So that's why I want to like broaden myself and like learn more rather than just what I learned in class. So that's why I also have joined the NTU Investment Banking Club, more leaning towards sales and trading. Yeah.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Anderson. Prof. Cindy?
So far as I know, there is no FinTech club in NTU. So I really look forward to the new students and the startup like this new club. And I know that I think there is a club of blockchain club, and that is in the computer science side, is SCSE. But actually, this is a definitely very good suggestion. And I think a couple of weeks ago, we visited the FinTech Association. And they also mentioned this. And actually, there are lots of activities. We are going to make sure that our program is integrated in the FinTech Association. They have a lot of activities open to the students. And then, of course, we are going to call for this new FinTech club. And then hopefully we can make this students club under the FinTech Association and to integrate all the activities. Yes.
Thanks, Prof. Cindy. There's a question about exchange as well. So Anderson, I understand that you're going for exchange soon.
Oh yes, correct. Yeah. So this next year semester 2, so I'll be year 3 semester 2. I'll be going to Finland as well. So I guess that will be also expanding my exposure, knowing more about the world and how other universities operate and what they learn. So I think this will make me know more about banking and finance and accountancy as well. So definitely broaden my scope. So I'll be going to Finland Aalto University. Yeah, correct. Yeah, so I'm quite excited for it as well. Yeah.
Prof. Cindy, building on Anderson's going on exchange, okay, so this is a new program. So this applied computing and finance. So the students, when they come in, what will be some of the places that they can go and exchange? Because we know that cost matching may be a key consideration. They need to bring the modules back. So where were some of the places that they can go?
Definitely, I think the FinTech part, I would consider actually lots of countries, they promote the FinTech aggressively. And say, for example, the UK. UK is actually one of the countries put forward the FinTech, brought up the FinTech concept. I think among the earliest country. And then of course, like if you are super interested in the tech part, and then the California is definitely where you need to go and to spend some time there. And then in Asia and say like China and all like Japan and all these countries, I think they emphasize the development, the application of technologies in the financial services. Yes.
Thanks, Prof. Cindy. I have a very practical question for prospective students asking about career options and career progressions from this program. So what would you think would be the growth? What are some possible career paths?
Actually, this is definitely the most important. When we planning all the study experience and the career, and I think like if you consider the finance industry, and we will say that we now still discuss application of technologies in finance, but maybe like a decade later, and we don't discuss the technology application any longer because all the services has been empowered by the technology. So in other words, like it's not the fintech, actually it's become like a broad finance concept. And in other words, like for the talents, sought by all these FIs, the traditional sectors, they also want to make sure that their workforce, like they have these tech skill sets. Yes, but definitely, if you want to say more specifically, and in the traditional sector part, the financial institutions, the commercial state, like we can use a commercial bank, for example, like the digital transformation, usually there is one department like that is more strategy related, is to looking 5 years or 10 years ahead of time, like how these technologies could potentially affect how the services is offered. That means there is a new demand, as just as initially the poll I ran at the beginning. Nowadays, like I think maximum we can like bear like visiting the physical branch, possibly is Chinese New Year. We change to the brand new cash note. Other than this need, nobody would be willing to stand there for the queue for 2 or 3 hours. And because now we actually have the luxury to finish all the services using the digital banking or mobile banking already. But if you think about like 10 years later, and all these services, the financial services offered, they could become like even less tangible. So that means integrated into our life. So, but all these new services has to be like invented by the financial institution, more specifically is by the next generation employee. So that's why like we want to make sure that our graduates is better prepared for this new change. Yeah. And then, but this is for the traditional part. Let me talk about a little bit of fintech part. So for the tech firm, then of course now is all the tech firm is not is like a tech winter period. But if you look at the past, there is always a cycle. So if you consider like now is the winter for the tech sector, but like 4 or 5 years later, and there will be new growth in the, usually that is the case, and that will be new growth, new opportunities in the tech sector. And as we can see now in this round, there is lots of discussions, like even the lots of different type of services offered by the tech firm already. And they also have the demand for the talents who know the financial, the business logic, as well as have the technical know-how, the skill sets. So say, for example, the wealth tech. And like early days, we have to meet our like financial consultant, and they will give us the advice on how to invest. But nowadays we seldom do this. We can just like log in the wealth tech, the applications, and all these services can be like real-time adjusted for your risk level and all your the different the age clienteles. You may have the planning, say for the traveling or for the graduate studies, and they can take all these factors into consideration and give you more customized suggestion. And you don't need to visit any physical branch, and this can be done within seconds. So that is what actually we observe has already taken place in the past 5 years. But in the following 5 or 10 years, and definitely there will be more new opportunities, like either in the traditional sector and in the technology sector.
Speaking about new opportunities, Anderson, I know that you specialize in banking and finance, but you sign up for the minor in international trading.
Oh, yes, correct. Yeah.
Why do you choose to do that?
Okay, so it's a bit interesting, I will say. Okay, I think may I break it down first. So mainly why I did bank accountancy and business was because I wanted to use accountancy as a leverage for me to better understand finance. So if in the future, if I were to rise up or like maybe like get a higher C-suite position in my later part in my career, I would say I will leverage on my accountancy aspect to better know the books, know the financial statements, which would definitely be in a line with my banking and finance degree in the future. So it's more of an addition to me. That's why I wanted to pursue um accountancy and business. So why like a minor in international trading was mainly because I'm very interested in trading and sales. So that's why I'm leaning more towards the commodities side. So like trading commodities like natural resources. So that's why I felt that having a minor in international trading would definitely be an advantage to me and help me better understand what is it like to trade, and also more better understand the landscape of trading. That's why I wanted to pursue a, a minor on top of my double degree as well. Yeah.
Thanks. So, Prof. Cindy, I wanted to now build on the international trading program. So the international trading program is backed by NTU's Center for Excellence in International Trading, the CEIT. I understand that you are also the co-director for the Center for Sustainable Finance and Innovation. So I think this is something that's going to give the applied computing finance students an edge as well. So how does the center gives the students an edge?
Yeah, this is actually so the center we call it the sustainable finance innovation, and we actually have two themes. Sustainable finance. The other theme would be the FinTech, and under the centers we have established the collaborations with quite a few say for example the FinTech firm. We have a very long collaborations with Ant Group, which is the largest fintech firm in China. And we also in the talk to a lot of FIs, and they always mentioning they want to explore, say how these technologies can solve a different the product design problems. So that will bring in lots of problem statements. So these problem statements can be used in the classroom of this new BACF program, and all these collaborations will offer the internship opportunities as well. So we will use the center as a platform and to support the teaching and including this BACF program.
I see a question about having guest speakers or adjunct professors. So Anderson, what is your experience with having guest lecturers, adjunct professors in your class? And Prof. Cindy, what are some of the plans to bring in these industry captains to be featured in the courses as well? Anderson?
Oh, yeah, I think guest speakers are definitely very important because they are currently in the industry, and they definitely have the best knowledge and best perspective of the current industry and where it projects to be. So that's why often NTU or even academic clubs that I'm in is the investment banking club. They also do invite a lot of guest speakers because they always want to okay, you can someone say pick their brain, like really understand them and really understand how they actually think, and also um hopefully like project they hope that they will actually like be in a position as them in the future as well, and like proceed towards the same career path as them, because they see them as like an idol, or as a person they really admire and aspire to be in the near future. So definitely, I would say it's very useful, and they really do often come and give a lot of speeches and a lot of talks and a lot of discussion and forums as well, which I think is very innovative and also very um value adding to my life as a student in NTU. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. We will invite the guest speaker, because as just now I introduced, here is a bunch of FinTech integrated courses, and for all these courses, and we will connect the coordinators with the industry practitioners, and to make sure that there will be guest speaker at least, and then actually we also planning to co-develop the courses with some the companies, and to make sure that the content is up to date and industry relevant. And yes, and we will make sure like this, because usually the way we will definitely make sure that the coordinator for the each courses is the most suitable ones. And because these courses is like collaborated courses by NBS and SASE. And say actually we have the expertise from the NBS and SASE faculty. And some of the courses could be co-taught by the industry practitioners and faculties from these two schools.
Thanks, Prof. Cindy. Anderson, you wanted to
Sorry.
add something? Go on.
Yeah, I wanted to say that actually I have a question also, like that someone sent me as well. So they actually asked how relevant is it to take a minor to gain an advantage, and how does your timetable differ from those without a minor? So I think maybe I can just like address this question. So I would say to me it gives me okay, based on my personal experience, is that it actually gives me an advantage, because having a minor, it actually broadens my perspective, and it doesn't keep me within the scope of just accountancy or business. So by having a minor in international trading, it actually helps me to broaden my understanding of the world, and also how to say better see how the entire process flows. So it's so to show how the business aspect and the accountancy aspect and the intentional trading aspect all are intertwined with each other. So yeah, so this gives me a more I would say holistic approach. And to answer the second part of the question, which was to how much does it differ if for those who without taking a minor? I would say it doesn't differ a lot, because you can clear your minor using your BD, which was mentioned earlier, was the broaden deepening electives. So you can use your BD to clear your minor, which I'm currently doing as well. So the BD mainly what it does is just basically you can take modules that is outside the scope of business um to better understand different degrees and different courses as well. So for most people, maybe they take like maybe like sports, or maybe like sciences, or maybe like engineering, or maybe IT. But for me, I would be taking international trading to clear my BDE. Yeah.
Thanks, Anderson. I would like to end off today's session with a very light-hearted question. So this question is about, so to Anderson, what is the learning environment like, and what do you need to do to impress your profs in class? Likewise, Prof. Cindy, what do you look out for in a student in class, and what what makes you give them more class participation marks? So seeing things from both angles. Anderson.
I would say that honestly, nowadays, like when I go to class, profs are actually most of the time they are very open to participation. They don't really shoot you down. Even your opinion might be a little bit different, but it's okay, because people do think differently from different point of view and different views as well. So honestly, to me, it's okay to just class part, and you don't. And if a shy person like me last time, I used to be quite shy as well. So yeah, I think you can also reach out to the prof after lesson, or even like before lesson beforehand. You can inform them that you're a little bit shy, and also like hope that you can participate as well as you are interested in participating. So they often will like think of like solutions. Maybe like they were trying to plant some question for you beforehand, so that you will be able to speak out and also gain the courage eventually. So yeah, you don't really have to participate too much, but yeah, I would say quality over quantity. That's what I would say.
Yeah. So actually, Anderson knows how I encourage participation in my class, because Anderson is currently in one of my class, and the way I definitely like I like interact with the students, and so my own experience is like so actually also like discussions in the class is not only to allow me understand to gauge like the students' progress. Actually, to some extent, is also remind me like which part I should pay more attention and which part like students feel difficult. This is super helpful to me actually. So it's not only like to assess the students' performance, and to some extent, I consider this is even more helpful, like in terms of like I can deliver the lecture in a more like the easier way for students to follow. Yeah, and so the way I do is like I actually make sure the classroom is not like centralized, is decentralized. I ask the students to record all the participation themselves. So I have this ledger and shared with allow everybody to edit the participation. And say every class, I will invite the volunteer to serve as the ledger keeper. I call it ledger keeper to update all this participation. And then, of course, if there's missing part, the students can write to me. And by doing this, like the ledger keeper also serve the public, and I will consider this as participation as well. So by doing this, I think I hope like everybody can consider that they are one part of the classroom. It's not like isolated. I'm the professor and I'm standing there and I keep talking, and the students sitting there and can only take what I discussed, and they also be able to contribute to the discussion. Yes.
Thank you, Prof. Cindy. So we've come to the end of today's session. Thank you, Prof. Cindy. Thank you, Anderson. Thank you, everybody, for being with us today. We look forward to seeing you at our open house on the 2nd of March in NTU. So once again, thank you and see you soon. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Bye-bye.
much.